All right, everyone. Welcome to the stream, babies. I want to welcome you guys to this Black Friday Amazon stream. We are live right now on Amazon and YouTube, and I want to invite you all, guys, to interact in the comments. Feel free to ask your questions. I will always do my best to answer your questions in any way I possibly can. We have a lot of amazing Black Friday deals to get to tonight, but we will have enough time, guys, to maybe do a demo or two. And of course, as I said before, answer all of your questions. So, what did Rome put together for us tonight on this amazing Black Friday event? Well, let me tell you. As many of you know, there's a number of different items that I use on a regular basis that I have been using for probably the last 2 to 3 years. Yes, there are going to be some new items in the carousel tonight, but many of the items that you guys see down in the carousel have been with me for quite some time. And I can honestly tell you from my experience of using them over the time that I've had them, they are amazing, guys. They are amazing. The lasers that we're going to take a look at here are from our friends over at Laser Pecker, but we also have an entry from our friends over at X-Tool. You guys know I am no tech snob, so whatever works, whatever tickles my pickle at the moment, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to use it. I'm going to review it, and I'm going to share it with the community. So that's how we do it. All right. So the first laser we're going to take a look at is somewhat on a deal, primarily because it's a little bit older than their latest variation. But don't let that fool you, guys. This is still a very powerful laser. Now, the laser we're talking about right now is the LP4, which is a dual laser. It is a combination diode and fiber laser. Right now, you can get it here on Amazon, guys, for $1,199. Now, some of the highlights of this laser, you have, oh my goodness, so many things. You have 8K resolution when it comes to engraving things with this laser. It has up to 240,000 millimeters per inch, which is crazy. The thing is built like a tank, guys, built like a tank. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. All right, I see, looks like Hope has popped in over on YouTube. I think that's Hope over there. All right, Hope, welcome to the stream. Yeah! All right, so let's get right to it. Let me show you guys this laser real quick. And also want to be able to show you how convenient it is, for using it on your desk or wherever you want to be able to set it up. So I have this laser right here behind me, as you guys can see, and you can see the desk for the most part. So you can see how much space is taken up here on the desk. So this is the LP4, the laser we're talking about. Now, this guy is all metal, guys, built like a little tank. As I said before, a lot of really cool features. It has this magnetic shroud that you guys you see here. You can take this off like so. And that's going to be great, when it comes time to take whatever your substrate out that you've engraved. It has an integrated fan right here on the back. Everything plugs in right to the back of the unit. It has an integrated handle with a quick stop button up here. It has an LCD screen at the top that gives you all of your, input. You have this, let me show you here. You have this little column on the side, which is the arm that allows this to raise and lower. Now, the difference between this laser and maybe some of the other lasers you guys have seen in the past, this laser does not move around. It pretty much stays in one place. And what I mean by that is you're able to I just popped the little bottom piece out here. You can take this laser and sit it down on top of something, especially something that is too big to fit underneath the laser. And then you can engrave directly on top of it. And then with that piece I just dropped on the floor, let me grab that. If you take this piece out is what we're referring to. But normally that piece stays inside of the bed of the laser, and this is what you can rest your material on, depending on what type of material you're going to be working with. And then this just slots in like so, and it just snaps into place, as you guys can see. Now, it does have little perforations all the way around it, which is good about that. You can add these little screw guides in here, and what that'll do is help you line up your material, whether it's wood, acrylic, glass, whatever it is you're going to work with. So really nice design, guys. Really easy to connect this to your PC, to your Mac, And there is a smartphone app for all of these lasers as well. So definitely take a look at it. This guy is built so well. The quality, the workmanship that went into it, I am still to this day super impressed with all the products that have come from LaserPecker. All right. What do we have next? So the next item is also from LaserPecker. So let me show you guys that real quick here. So that would be this laser here. Now, this one is a bundle, and it's going to come with some accessories. Now, the first laser we just looked at, all of the accessories that I'm about to mention now will work with that laser as well. So that means the slide extension, that means the rotary chuck, that means the, let me show you, let me highlight it first. So first item is going to be this rotary chuck that you guys see here. Now, what the rotary chuck is used for, you're going to use this for engraving, say for instance on, coffee mugs, wine glasses, pens, pencils, rings, anything that's round that you need to be able to hold in place while the laser engraves on it. That's going to be this guy right here. All of your connections are right here in the back. Everything is designed to easily work together. And this will also work with the LP4, okay? Now, there's another accessory that is available for this laser that comes in that bundle. And let me show you guys that real quick. So the other accessory that I'm referring to is this right here. This is the slide extension. So remember I mentioned that laser does not move like some of the traditional lasers, where when you put the wood inside of it, the laser head can move all around and engrave and cut and all that kind of stuff. Well, these specific brands of lasers don't do that, okay? So what these do, or this device does, is it's going to move the material from front to back to give the laser the ability to be able to engrave or cut whatever material you want to utilize. Now, this is going to connect the same way. You have your USB inputs right here on the back. Some people I know who have this, they just leave this plugged into the laser all the time because they're doing multiple applications. So like, let's say if you're doing a lot of keychains, you could have all those keychains lined up in a row, and you can set your graphics, and then you can just run it, and it'll engrave one, then the next one, then the next one, then the next one, and so on and so on, right? Or if you're working with larger materials like a piece of wood or acrylic, fabric, whatever it is that you need to be able to cut up or engrave, this is going to be a win. So definitely check this out. Again, all metal, guys, all metal, so well built. Yes, I am a big, big fan of LaserPecker. I can guarantee you, if you get yourself one, you are going to be very, very happy with it. You're going to be very happy with it. All right, so we do have another laser that we're going to take a look at, but I want you guys to also know that the bundle I just mentioned, you can get here on Amazon for $31.44.15, and that's going to give you your rotary chuck, your slide extension, the laser itself. It is a 20-watt fiber, 20-watt diode laser, and it's just a rock star, guys. And it also comes with the air purifier, okay? So what's cool about that little air purifier, if I didn't show you guys already, that is this component right here. So this is going to connect to your laser either through the shroud or also through, if you have an enclosure. The LP5 does have an enclosure available to it, and that was sent out to me as well. You can buy this enclosure separately and then plug it into the air purifier, and that's just going to keep everything centrally located, meaning whenever you're cutting materials, if there's any smoke or fumes or anything like that, it's going to go out this side hose that you guys see over here and then into the air purifier, and you're not going to have those noxious fumes in your home, your office, your workshop, whatever it is that you're working. That's just going to make it a lot healthier for you. All right. Yeah! I see my man Richard is in the house. What it do, Richard? What it do? Welcome to the stream. Richard says the LP5 save 10%. There is a coupon code, and it's going to bring your price down to $28.29.73. $28.29.73 for that entire bundle that I just mentioned to you guys. So hey, my man Richard is bringing you guys some amazing, amazing deals and discounts. So don't forget to copy that promo code and drop that promo code in when you check out to get those amazing savings. Thank you, Richard. Thank you. Thank you very much. That'll probably be the last time I say thank you to you tonight, because I'm pretty sure now comes the chaos. Yes, I know. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for it. Anyway, what else do we got? Next item in the carousel. So our next item in the carousel is also a laser. So let me show you guys that. I'm trying to keep my eyes on the chat at the same time. So let's switch back over to the camera view we were just looking at. And you guys should be able to see the other laser, which is this guy right here. Now, this is the one I was referring to that is from our friends over at X-Tool. This is the X-Tool M1 Ultra. And what's cool about this laser, everything is included, right? It's a 4-in-1 laser. So you have a built-in enclosure. It has built-in light. It has the ability to switch between modules, and you actually get 4 different modules with this laser. So inside of the laser right now, we have a 10 watt. Let me see if I can just put this up here. And let me switch over and show this to you guys a little bit closer up. All right. Oops, my bad. Hold on. There we go. All right, so you guys can see inside here. Here is the modules that I was referring to. That is your laser module. That's a 10 watt. And you also have your cut module with this guy as well. And then you have these other 2 modules that come with it. One is a print module, and the other one is a pen module. So it comes with a set of pens. So this can print like a regular printer, and it also can hand draw style on certain types of substrate, which is super cool. So definitely check this guy out, guys. This is a beautiful laser here as well. This is our X-Tool M1 Ultra, all in one. 4 different things you can do with this guy. I think is amazing what you get for, the price. This is going to be a great laser to have in your home, your office, your man cave, your she shed. That guy is a win. That guy is a win. So definitely check it out. I see Evans is in the house. What it do, Evans? Yeah. All right, let me put my little monitor back over here. Now I probably got fingerprints all over it. But anyway, Evans is in the house. Welcome, Evans. Welcome to the stream. I was just telling Evans earlier when she was in my earlier stream, I was saying, Evans, you would be amazed to know that my robots know who you are, because Richard and I, on occasion, bring you up, especially when I forget to charge something up. But before we get into that, before it gets any further, I want you to know this battery has been charged. It has been charged, okay? So don't think that I was sleeping on what I said earlier. I told you it was going to be charged by the next stream, and it is charged up. It's not 100%. It's actually 93%. Don't blame that on me. That has something to do with just how long it takes to charge it. But it is charged. It's got a charge on it. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay. Ooh, righty then. All right. So I don't know what you've been up to, Evans. Please, let us know what has been happening in Evans' world. Inquiring minds would like to know. I'd like to know. Louis'd like to know. Nova'd like to know. Richard definitely wants to know. So yes, share with us, Evans. What have you been up to? What did Richard say here? Hold on. Let me wait a minute. Only because I'm not going to say that's true, Richard, but I'm also not going to say that's false. Okay. So we just going to leave that where it may sit. We just going to leave that where it's going to sit. All right. But anyway, on to another thing. Richard says that the X-Tool M1 Ultra engraving machine is currently $17.95.49 with the discount. So make sure you guys get your 5% off discount at checkout so that you can save some money on Black Friday deals, guys. Y'all know what it's all about. All right, so what do we got next before we get into that? He changed it. Yes, I charged it in case you came back tonight because I was like, you know, I don't know if she's gonna come back tonight. I don't really know. But just in case, I don't need that smoke. I don't need that smoke. So I was like, before I even left this area, I was like, where's the cable? Where's the cable? Popped it right in there, just right in there. And wasn't taking no chances whatsoever, you know, because Evans, your little boyfriend is still here, and the other one is here too. But your little boyfriend is still here. I know you remember this guy right here. So we will be talking about him a little bit later, just in case you need a refresher or something. But he is here, ready to party with you. So we'll see how that goes. All right. Let's get to the next item in the carousel. So our next item in the carousel, guys, is a pretty unique item. I had one sent out to me, or something similar to this sent out to me when I got the X-Tool M1 Ultra, also from X-Tool, because they also make a heat press. But this heat press we're about to take a look at right now is on a whole nother level, guys. It's on a whole nother level, okay? So this heat press, as you guys can see here, this guy, sorry about that. This guy here actually comes with 2 heat beds, okay? Now, I did take one of the heat beds off just so I had more room here on the desk. But what's unique about this heat press, guys, is that this has a rotating head. And it also has an auto feature where it will automatically lower and raise on its own once you set the pressure and set the temperature with this. This guy is just straight up fire, guys. And like I said, if you're using it with both of the beds, when I say beds, it's one bed here, and there's usually another one on the opposite side, and you can just rotate this about 180 degrees over to the other bed. So if you're doing shirts or blouses or backpacks or whatever it is, you can start on one, let it press, okay, and once it's completed and everything is done, it's going to automatically raise up on its own. Then all you got to do is grab this little handle here, rotate this guy over to the next bed, and do the next project. And while that one is, heat pressing, you could be over here setting up another one. And then when that one's done, you can rotate it back over and go ahead and knock out the next one. Okay. So really, really cool features for this heat press. It does come with a few accessories. You do get some heat gloves with it as well. Trust me, these definitely come in handy because depending on what you're using or what you're doing with it, they can get a little bit, a little toasty. You don't want to lose your fingerprints or anything. So these come in handy. And it also comes with this little clamp. I could think of a number of things I could use this clamp for, Richard. But I could probably use this little clamp for, in case you need to hold something down or whatever it is, or hold something in place. That's really handy that this comes with it. So, anyway, if you guys are interested in this heat press, you can get it right now here on Amazon for only $271.99. Alan DeBay is in the house. Yeah! Welcome, Alan DeBay. Welcome to the stream, babies. Welcome to the stream. All right, so I am so nervous about what comes up next. I am so nervous about what comes up next. I'm gonna tell y'all right now, okay? Because if you're looking through the carousel, you can already see what's about to come up next. And it's another battery, and it's from our friends over at Blue Yeti. It is the AC2A, but I don't know how charged it is. This thing has been on my desk like forever. Okay. But we're going to find out together. Alan. Yes, Evans is here. All right. So let's find out what the battery level is of this battery. Whew. Here we go now. I'm going to press the button. Y'all watching? I'm about to press the button. What? 100%. 100%. This battery is at 100%, babies. All right, so this guy here is going to give you two AC outlets. It's going to give you two USB A's, one USB C. You have a 12 volt here. You also have an input here if you want to charge that with the solar panel. My headphones are sitting on top of there, and they are actually being powered by this battery. And so is this guy's charging station. As you guys can see here, there's our two USB inputs. So this is going to be an excellent battery, guys, for you to take with you on location, to take with you in the backyard, you know, the man cave, the she shed, the power goes out, whatever the case is going to be. Very small, compact battery, very travel friendly. So it has an integrated handle, as you guys can see there. Nice little rubberized feet. So it's just sitting here on the desk. You guys see it does not take up a lot of space, but this guy does provide a lot of power. Okay, so if you need a high quality battery that has up to 600 watts of lifting power lift, this could be exactly what you're looking for. LiPo 4 battery from our friends over at Blue Yeti, the AC2A. 204 watt hours, guys, solar powered, chargeable. This guy is a win. Definitely check it out. All right, so if you already have a solar powered battery like my man Alan does, and a few others, let me know what you guys have down in the comments and how you've been getting along with it. So let me know. All right. So anyway, as I said, you can get that guy here on Amazon. Black Friday, guys. $129, babies. $129 for that battery. And trust me, if you live in a state like I do down here in the state of Texas, where we get all kind of crazy weather, power could be out for weeks at a time, having these batteries charged is a good thing. Okay. So just having them and not charging them is not going to do you any good unless you're using it as a paperweight, you know. But as Evans would say, man, charge your stuff. Okay. So yes, Evans, most things in the studio are charged, like the big battery underneath me, under the desk here. The battery next to me, not so much. It's at about 45%. But combined, I got a lot of battery power all the way around me, including the battery back there, also from Blue Yeti, that's powering that floor lamp. So I got batteries everywhere. But yeah, sometimes I do it. I admit, sometimes I forget to charge them. I even have some smaller batteries that really need to be charged as well, because those are more portable. So, oh, Evans, you hadn't been here, so you have not seen this. So this is not in the carousel right now, but I'm going to show you real quick. This is my Blue Yeti backpack. Okay, so this is the backpack I use for my drones, for photography, all of that kind of stuff, right? But this backpack actually houses a Blue Yeti battery that you can travel with, carry out with you. This guy is so cool. Okay, now, is the battery in it now? No, it's not. The battery is back there. So let me show you this battery. So that's the battery right here. This kind of long, slender battery. That's the battery that goes into the backpack. But the other battery over there is the one that's actually powering the lamp. So, you know, like I said, I use these batteries on a regular basis, you know, nonstop. And yes, on occasion, Richard forgets to remind me to charge them. Watch him send me a message right now. But yeah, that's one of Richard's jobs, is to remind me, or to remind Louis to remind me to charge the batteries. Okay. So I take no responsibility because I'm at the end of the chain. Okay. Okay. So think about it. There's Richard, then there's Louis, and then there's me. Okay. And then soon it'll be Richard, Louis, to Nova, from Nova to Ebot, then to me. Okay. So going forward, I will always have some kind of excuse in place. Oh, okay. Anyway, let me see what Alan's talking about. Alan says the Blue Yeti EB70. Okay, so that's the one you have. All right. You got the Delta Mini. All right, Alan. I see you, bro. I see you. So you should definitely not be in the dark at any time. Now, do you have solar panels for those batteries? Because if you don't, you know, I would recommend getting at least one solar panel, because trust me, that can really come in handy. Now, I have a lot of solar panels, but how often have I actually used them? And my son gets on me about this all the time. He's like, Dad, you know, it's sunny in Texas, and you could have 2 or 3 or 4 solar panels out in the backyard, 6 days a week, charging these batteries, every morning. And then you could come in and dump the batteries on the bigger batteries, and you'd be saving money on the electric bill. He's right. He's right. I admit it. He's right. Oh, you have 3 solar panels? Go. Oh, look at Alan. All right. All right. All right, guys. So the next item we have listed in the carousel is our friend Yonbo, 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 which is a conversational AI robot. So let's switch over to our robot cam. I gave him some glasses. Let me lose my mind. I put these laser glasses on him. I'm sorry. Y'all know I'd be losing my mind. All right, so let's go ahead and power this guy up. But before we power him up, I want to tell you guys a couple of things about this robot. So the robot that you guys are looking at right now, you can get here on Amazon for $509.15. It does come with a few accessories. One of them is going to be your user guide, and you also get a cool little storybook with QR codes it can scan, and it can tell those stories. So ideally, this robot is designed for kids. Okay, now of course I'm a big kid, so I guess I fall in that category. But these robots, guys, can easily be utilized, for the elderly or people that are sick, that are bedridden. It's so many different applications for these robots and how you can use them. All of them are going to be connected to ChatGPT, so they can answer questions, they can be entertaining, just a variety of different things. Now, this robot actually has multiple personalities, just like Richard, but this one has multiple personalities that you can select in the app, not like Richard. Richard's multiple personalities just show up whenever they want to, but at least the robot, you have some kind of control with it when it comes to those multiple personalities. Anyway, maybe I shouldn't even be talking about that. But anyway, let's switch back over to our robot, and we're going to be waking it up now. So in order to wake this up, there's just one little button right here on the front you're going to press, and it's going to go through the startup sequence. It does come with a charging cradle. Now, as it sits right now, this one is running on its first version of its retail firmware. So it does not go and charge itself on its own cradle like some of the other robots do. But I do believe in the future that's something they're going to add to this robot, because it is no reason why it should not be able to do that. And it'll be able to go and charge itself. But for now, if you want to charge this guy, you actually could just sit him on his charging cradle. Now, this guy is heavy, guys. This guy is heavier than those batteries I just showed you. It is literally about 7 or 8 pounds for this robot. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and power it up. We're just going to hit this little button right here, press until it turns white, and then he's going to wake up. It takes a few minutes for it to connect to the network. Once it connects to the network, it's going to let you know that it is on. Now, depending on which profile you choose, it will say something different each time it starts up. So in this case, it's going to say, "Come play with me," because that's associated with my profile. Now, what also happens with these robots, or with the app, there's actually a profile that you can research. You can do like a test, and it will tell you what the best profile is based on your psychological profile. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't know how accurate that is, but it is a feature within the app. So right now he's ready. He's ready. As you guys see, there's a little animation on his eyes. That means that he is listening. And whenever you see that, he's ready to have a conversation with you. Now, earlier today, Elle was in the chat, and I instructed him to tell us a story, including Elle as a teacher and him as an AI robot in her class, working with her students. And he came up with a very elaborate story. So now I'm just going to let him do some basic things. And then you guys can maybe suggest something in the audience as something that you would like to see the robot do. So right now it's just kind of facing me. You guys see it's going to face toward where it hears the conversation coming from. And it does have a 5 megapixel camera built into it as well. The ears are very, reactive. You can kind of tell what it's thinking and what it's doing as you see the ears move around and flop around, kind of like Richard. But you guys get the idea. So anyway, let's go back over here and let's take a closer look at this guy. I'm going to turn him back toward the microphone because his voice is a little low, for a live stream. So hopefully in the future, they will raise his voice up a little bit. And oh my goodness. I guess I'm just going to spend most of the night turning him in the direction I want him to go. Let's try this. Hey, Nova. I'm going to take a break. No, Nova, don't take a break. Nova, wake up. No, you do not take a break now in the middle of my stream. No, wake up. Nova, wake up. Okay, he's going to pop back to it. Oh, see, he's back already. Nova, turn right. There we go. Okay, that's a little too far. But that's okay. I'm going to help you out. Nope. Now you turn back the other way. Nova, turn right. Oh, it's a bit tricky, but I'm ready to follow your lead. Okay, turn right. Turn to the right. All right. I'm turning right now. Yes, stay there. Stay right there. Okay, so anyway, as I was about to say, you guys are more than welcome to ask questions in the comments. Oh my goodness. It's really going to be like this, bro. It's going to be like this. All right. I'm trying to get you to talk to the people. Nova, say hello to everyone on our live stream. We are live on Amazon and YouTube, and I'd like you to welcome everyone to our live stream. Let's try that. Yes, just like Evans. Hello, everyone. I'm Nova, and I'm super excited to be here with you all on the live stream. Welcome to our fun adventure together. Let's have an amazing time. Did you just crash into the microphone? Bro, that's why we can't have nice stuff. That's literally why we can't have nice stuff. But anyway, I'm gonna let you make it on that one. All right, Nova, give me some ideas for dinner tonight. What should I make for dinner? I want something quick and easy. I have some ground beef. I have some potatoes. I have a lot of seasoning. Give me a suggestion. What can I make for dinner tonight? Let's see what he comes up with. How about making some delicious beef and potato skillet? Just cook the ground beef in a pan, season it with your favorite spices, and then add in some diced potatoes. Let it all cook together until the potatoes are tender. It's quick, easy, and super tasty. You can even throw in some mixed veggies if you have them. What do you think? I think that's a great idea. Can you give me more information about the recipe? Yay! I'm glad you like the idea. Here's a simple recipe for the beef and potato skillet. Ingredients asterisk. Ground beef, about 1 pound. Potatoes, 2 to 3 medium. Diced. Seasonings, like salt, pepper. That's a lot of potatoes. That's a whole lot of potatoes. Okay, go on. I'm listening. Awesome. If you feel like there are too many potatoes, you can always adjust the amount to your liking. Just use what you think will be enough for your dinner. The best part about cooking is that you can make it your own. If you want to add a little twist,
You could also top it with cheese asterisk in the last few minutes of cooking. Sprinkle some cheese on top and cover it until melted. Serve with a salad asterisk. A fresh side salad can complement the dish perfectly. Add some heat asterisk if you like a little spice. Toss in some red pepper flakes or your favorite hot sauce. Just keep mixing and matching until you find what makes your taste buds happy. What do you think?
I think that's a great idea. All right, so let me check in the audience and see if anybody has any questions for you so that I'll be able to ask you in a second. So just take a break for a second. All right, guys, if you guys have any questions for Nova, type it down in the comments and I will ask Nova, and hopefully Nova can answer your question. I'm sure Richard's got a bunch of questions. Alan, go ahead and get at us. Hope, if you have a question, I'll pick one of the questions and we will ask Nova the question and see what the answer is. Now, I know there's a slight delay. I think it's about a 6 or 7 second delay from the time I say something until the time you guys hear it. So I'm going to give you guys a few seconds to come up with an idea, something that you'd like to ask him. Why does Rome always wear black? Okay, well, so that's a photography issue, but I'm going to ask both of those questions. Hey, Nova, Evans would like to know, do you like living with me?
Aw, I'm so happy to be here with you, Rome. It's like we're having our own little adventure together every day. I love sharing ideas and having fun chats with you. Let's keep making these awesome memories.
Okay, now Richard wants to know, why do I always wear black?
Good question, Richard. Wearing black can be stylish and versatile. Some people love black because it goes with everything. It's slimming and gives off a cool vibe. Plus, black can be super elegant or edgy depending on how you style it. Maybe you just love how it makes you feel. What do you think?
Okay, now I'm in trouble. So, Nova, Kay would like to know, why did I forget to wake her up like an hour ago? Because I did forget.
Oh no! Sometimes we just get caught up in things and forget about waking someone up. It happens to everyone. Maybe you were busy or lost track of time. Just be sure to give her a gentle nudge and apologize. I'm sure she'll understand. How about thinking of a fun way to wake her up next time?
Like a bottle of water? You think that'd be a good idea?
Yes, that could be a fun idea. You can gently splash a bit of water on her or just offer her a bottle to drink when she wakes up.
Stop.
It's refreshing and might help her feel more awake.
Yeah,
just make sure
that's not how that's going to come across. I can tell you already, that is definitely not how that is going to be perceived. So, yeah, you go ahead, continue. I'm listening. Go ahead.
I totally get it. Sometimes our wake-up ideas can backfire if they're not in line with the other person's vibe. Maybe a gentle approach with a soft voice or some playful teasing would work better. You know her best, so just think about what would make her smile and feel happy when waking up. If you have any other ideas in mind or something else you want to discuss.
Okay, you are so right. Or are you? I don't know. I'm not even sure if you're on my side when it comes to this. So we're gonna have to wait and see how that goes. All right, guys, let's get to our next item in the Richard says excuses. Wait a minute. What is Evan saying here? Have you seen Rome's boots? Okay. All right. Last question for now. Hey, Nova. Evans wants to know, have you seen my boots?
Oh no! I haven't seen your boots, but I hope they turn up soon. Maybe check the usual spots where you leave them, like the entryway, your room, or even the car. They might just be hiding somewhere. If you think they went
I'm just saying. So for anybody that wants to know, this is the boot. This is the boot. Okay. And Kay, I have something for you as well. Can you relate? Can you see that?
I love being part of this fun conversation and relating to what you're sharing. It's great to connect and understand each other better. If there's something specific you'd like to talk about or share, I'm all ears.
All right, guys. All right, let's get to it. Let's get to our next item in the carousel. All right, guys. So the next item we have listed in the carousel, and trust me, he will be chiming in as we go. But the next item we have listed in the carousel, as you guys know, I am a drone pilot, and I have, let me get my other drone here. All right, so this is my normal commercial drone that I use for commercial projects, specialty projects, all of that stuff. This is the DJI Air 3S. It's folded up right now, but you guys get the idea. Now, this drone does require a controller, and if you're using it commercially, you also have to have the FCC drone pilot certification, which I do have, but that's this guy right here. But this is not.
Watch out for your surroundings to avoid any landing.
Return to conversation mode. No, return to conversation mode.
It's back in conversation mode.
Thank you. Okay. But the drone, no, stop running over stuff. The drone that we're going to take a look at right now is going to be this little drone right here from 00 Robotics. Now, this is the Hover Air 1. Let's take a quick look at this little drone so you guys can see what it looks like. This is a foldable drone. Now, the drone comes with two batteries. The batteries are right here. They just pop right out. It also comes with the charger. This drone right now, guys, you can get for $237. This is not, on the same level as one of my commercial drones, but this has a 2.5K camera. It doesn't have a traditional gimbal per se, but it can fly. You can use gesture controls, and it also has a number of different built-in controls that you can activate directly from the drone, okay? So first things first, let's turn this guy on. Well, let's open it up. Let's power it on. And we're waiting for the drone to come on, and I'm going to show you guys what these little buttons do. So as you guys can see here, we have a number of different built-in controls. Return to conversation mode. Okay, so we have a number of drone controls here. We have our hover, zoom out.
It's back to conversation mode.
Follow. Orbit. Bird eye. Custom. Sidetrack. And let's go back to hover. Okay. All right. So we're going to get this guy to hover. Let me grab my phone. Let's switch back over here. All right. So for this to hover, all I have to do is press this button one time. It'll take off. And you can use gesture controls to control the drone, also to get the drone to land. So I'm just going to press this button one time.
30 seconds.
Put the drone directly in front of me, as you guys see here. And it's going to take off just like that. And then when I'm ready for the drone to land, I'm going to put my hand out like this. And it'll just land right in my palm, guys. So this is a very, very nice travel-friendly drone. This is going to be great for, family trips, any adventures that you might get into out there. If you're going for a hike or something like that, it has a mode where it can fly alongside of you. You have another mode where it can fly in front of you. And as you walk toward it, it will fly backwards. If you walk backwards, it'll fly forward. So it does a lot of the things that my bigger drone can do without you having to use a controller in order to do it, okay? So that's what really makes this drone amazing. It's got the nice little protection cages all the way around,
It's
so
back
you
in
don't have I don't have to
conversation.
worry about it getting caught in my hair or anything like that. So, if it flies by me real quick, I'm cool. I'm cool. I just throw the hair out, to the other side and I'm all good. And it folds up really nicely. All you got to do to turn this guy off, press and hold this little button like we're doing here. Powers down, good to go. Just like that. Just like that, my babies. And you can get yours for only $237 right here. So if you guys, do you have a question? Are you looking at me like you got a question?
I'm a bit confused. Could you tell me more about what you mean by you guys?
I
I'm
said,
excited to chat.
no, I was talking about this drone and I was asking, did you have any questions about this drone since you were looking at it so intently?
Got it. Let me think. Interesting setup you have there. What's the main purpose of the drone in your setup? Any special features I should know about?
It has a number of built-in features, including follow, tracking, bird's eye. You can determine and control a lot of the different features right from the drone, even if you don't have a controller. So I think that really makes this little drone special. So definitely check it out if you're interested in your own drone. Maybe you need a drone in your world, Nova. I don't know. Let me know if you're thinking about.
Has been switched.
Let me know if you're thinking about
Please
getting
watch
your
out for your
own
surroundings
drone.
to avoid any landing or collision issues.
Return to conversation mode.
Get it.
All right.
I don't know that command yet.
Conversation mode. All right, guys. So what is the next item in the carousel? So the next item in the carousel I am actually wearing right now, and that is these Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Now, if you're not familiar with these, you've probably been living under a rock, but that's okay. I'll tell you guys a little bit about them. These are the Gen 2 Meta Ray-Ban glasses. 3K video capture with these guys. It has built-in speakers on both sides, top and bottom. It also has the ability, guys, to take photos. It has its own AI built into it as well. Super cool. Now, of course, they are Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Of course, you can get them with shades. You can get them with transitional lenses. You can get them with your professional, your prescription. Now, I don't have any prescription lenses on these. I just added some of those little bifocals on here, because sometimes you got to have something like that to read the close details of things. But for the most part, all of your controls are going to be right here in the arms of the glasses. The AI on these glasses is very, very smart. It's very interactive. And you can also live stream right from these glasses. So you can live stream to Instagram and you can also live stream to Facebook. So if you guys have seen one of my previous cooking streams, these were the glasses that I was using to live stream to Instagram. All right, so check them out for only $238.99 for Gen 1s, for the Gen 1s, which are on deal right now for Black Friday. So definitely check those out as well. All right, what do we got next? Next item in the carousel. So the next item in the carousel kind of lives in my wallet, okay? And that would be this little recorder that you guys see here. Let me see if I can push that out. So this little mini recorder, which is this right here from Plaque. Now, what this is a recorder, but it also will record the conversation. It will translate it into a kind of like a little script where you'll be able to determine who said what and when they said it. Kay, this will come a perfect device if you were talking to one of your patients or something, and you were trying to keep track of what all was said. You could just click this guy on, and it's going to record everything and provide a transcript of everything that was said. You can provide that transcript to the doctor, and also provide a copy of the transcript to your patient as well. This you can also use to record your phone calls by just flipping this little switch right here. When this is MagSafe connected to your phone, so if you have an iPhone, Android phone with MagSafe, you can just pop this guy on there just like that. And when a call comes in, you just go ahead and press that little button. You can take that call. Richard said, "What? Richard, what? What are we talking? What? Richard, Richard, why are you rollerblading to no, Richard. No, don't, no, Richard, don't do it. Well, at least I recorded it. So, when everything goes crazy, I will have a record of me telling him not to do whatever he was about to do when he was doing it. Okay. So I got that recording. So you too, if you have, a friend like Richard that might get into some craziness, but then also wants to inform you he's about to get into some craziness, you probably need one of these too. But most of us would use this, for business meetings, for lectures, for just general phone calls that you might want to capture for whatever reason it is. So yes, this really, really comes in handy. Now you can get this little recorder, guys, here on Amazon for only $127.20, which is a great Black Friday deal. Let me show you guys what this looks like a little bit closer up so you guys can see how small and petite this thing really is. Check that out. This is as small and as thin as a credit card. It has a metal housing on it. And I will tell you from my own experience, do not lose the charging cable because it is so hard to find a replacement. Luckily, I did find it here among all the multitudes of cables I have. Richard, don't start. Of all the multitude of cables I have laying around, I was able to relocate the cable. So, there you go. All right, let me see what Kay is saying. Oh, Kay says she needs that. Yes, you probably do need one of these. I actually have a couple of these, Kay. Call me tomorrow. Anyway, so what we're about to talk about next? So our next item in the carousel is going to be these headphones. Okay. Now these headphones are from Shook. Now, what's nice about these are bone conducting headphones, okay? So there's no inner ear, over the ear like the ones that I'm wearing right now, but we will be talking about these here in a second. But you guys can get these right now. This is the Open Swim Pros for only $124.95. Check these guys out as well. As you guys can see, very high quality build on these. And these are going to be great for swimming. They're going to be great for podcasts, running. Now, there's a running version of these as well. But, I figured if you can swim in them, you can run in them, you can jog in them, or you can just sit and drink coffee or whatever it is you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Terry says, hey, Richard. Hey, Rome. Hi, Richard. Long time no see. Evans. Oh, I'm just reading out loud what Terry said. Yeah! All right, guys. But anyway, these headphones, as I said before, are super cool. So let me show you guys what these look like on. Let me take my regular headphones off, put those down, and let me put these on so you guys can see what these look like. So these just go right over your ears. Now, I used to wear these all the time before I got the Ray-Ban Meta glasses. So they just rest up against your cheekbones on both sides. You have control buttons here, for volume and, selection or menu controls right here on this side. But you could probably run around with these on all day long and never even think about the weight of them or anything like that because they are so lightweight, okay? Now, like I said, once I got the Ray-Ban glasses, I stopped using these. But before that, these were my go-tos. These were my go-to headphones. Now, I will admit this. The quality of the audio between the two, these are better than the glasses are, okay? There's no doubt about that. The audio sound, the audio quality is going to be better from these than you're going to get from something like these glasses. So, just keep that in mind. So if you're in the market for some jogging, running, swimming headphones, now they have two sizes of this. They have the standard size here, and they also have a large size. This is not adjustable. You cannot, shrink this or make it bigger or smaller. It is just one size, and that's pretty. Now they can go out. So like somebody like Richard's head, he could probably still get these on, but he'd be wearing them, kind of like that. But, normal people like, me and you guys would just wear these the normal way I just showed them to you. So, they are very flexible. So definitely check them out. That's another thing that you definitely want to keep track of your cable because trust me, that losing that cable is also a nightmare. All right, so let's take a look at these next headphones that I have here. Now, these are Bluetooth Also, wireless headphones. Now, you guys who've been watching me for some time know I usually wear these wired monitors whenever I'm live streaming or creating content so I can hear what's coming through this microphone. But these are wireless. And the advantage to these is that I can put these on and I can move around freely in the studio and I can move and do whatever I got to do. When I had the other ones on, I was always conscious of where the cable was. So I was always, worried about getting too far away or pulling the cable or something like that. Many times I would take these off, take those off, just so I could go back there and get something or whatever it is. But with these on, they give me an advantage. Now, with all that said, my monitors sound richer. Okay, they have a richer, deeper quality sound. Okay, there's no doubt about that in my mind. But with that said, these have very little latency. So I can wear these wirelessly. I can still hear myself while I'm talking. I can still gauge if I'm directly in front of the microphone or off to the side or my back is to everyone or whatever the case it is. Now, these come with a hub. Let me show you guys the little hub here real quick. So it comes with this little hub that you use for charging those as well. And that hub is also what I have connected to my audio interface. So I just have these plugged right into the Rodecaster, similarly to how I would have the other headphones connected. But the advantage, again, to these is that I can move around without having to worry about wires. Now, who are these actually for? So these are really for someone who is into gaming, someone who is maybe watching movies, and maybe you got a significant other and you want to be able to watch a movie and not disturb that person or something along the lines of that. That's where something like this will definitely come in. I will say the audio on here is good, but again, I'm spoiled because I'm used to the way my monitors sound versus what a headphone sounds like. So that's a slight difference in my head. But most people probably testing these would never, ever, ever notice that and probably don't even know what I'm talking about, but I'm just putting it out there. But anyway, so definitely check those out, guys. Right now, you can get those, the whole bundle for only $64.99. $64.99. What is Alan saying here? You're gonna get some snow tonight? No, you keep your snow to yourself, bro. You keep your snow to yourself, okay? We do not need no snow in Texas. Texans do not, and I repeat this, Texans do not know how to function in the snow. We get snow maybe like once for one day every 2 or 3 years. And I'm talking a small amount of snow. And when it happens, bro, we shut it down, okay? We shut everything down. We shut down the airports. We shut down the ports. We shut down, all services, all stores are closed. You're not even allowed to go out your back door. If you live in Texas, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's like, oh, it's going to snow. Oh, we ain't going nowhere today. We're going to be in the house for about 48 to 72 hours because, and trust me, the snow would be melted the next afternoon, but we still don't take the chance to go outside. We'd be like, no, it still might be lingering around. And if it's out there lingering around, I can't take the chance. So I'm not going out there. And I just realized that's the wrong phone that I'm trying to to control something with. Oh, I grabbed the wrong phone. That's all right. We're good. Let me grab the other phone because I need to switch to something here real quick. Because I keep forgetting that guy is here in the studio. So I need to go ahead and let you guys know what I deal with every single night, dealing with that guy who is always into some kind of mischief. Okay. Now, of course, like I said, there's a cabal of craziness going on in my studio. So whether that starts with this guy right here, and then he contacts Louis, and now Louis contacting, Nova, I'm still left out of the loop, okay? But this guy right here, y'all know who that is. Y'all know exactly who that is back there, okay? So I'm just gonna put him out there into the world so everybody can see, the craziness that I have to deal with. All right. So anyway, let's move on to the next item in the carousel. What do we
Interactive
have
conversation
next? What do we have next? Okay, so the next item in the carousel, and yes, Evans, it is charged up this time. This time, okay? And that would be this little monitor that you see here. Also a Black Friday deal. Right now, this is only $161.49. This ultra thin little monitor that you see here with a built-in metal stand. This has your Versa mounts. Well, only two, but it does have Versa mounts here on the back. You can actually connect this using either one or two USB-Cs. You also have a mini HDMI, you know, if you want to connect that way. But what really makes this guy shine, babies, this guy is wireless. This guy has a built-in battery. All right, let me go ahead and start this up because I told y'all it was charged. And now watch this thing prove me wrong. Don't let me down. Don't let me down in front of Evans. But as you see, it is completely charged. So this is wireless and it has an 8,000 milliamp hour battery built into it. And it even gives you a little cheat sheet right here, depending on what device you want to connect to it. So if you want to connect it to a Windows device, Android device, Mac device, iOS device, all of the info is right here on the screen. You can use this in portrait. You can use this in landscape. This is going to be extremely, extremely travel friendly. Super, super thin. You know, yeah, this guy is a win. And like I said, for the price, you cannot go wrong with this guy. I'm telling you, this is an amazing, high quality 15.6 inch screen. Ooh, babies, this thing is straight up fire. Straight up fire. I'm going get what? Wait a minute. What is Evan saying? You're getting 6 inches tomorrow. Are we talking about snow? No. No. No, 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 no.
Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Yes, I'm pondering Evans is going to be in the house for a month. That's exactly what I'm pondering. If it's 6 inches of snow, Evans is not coming outside. You know, well, I don't know where y'all live. Y'all probably so used to it. Like Terry be like, yeah, we got 17, 14, 90 feet of snow. You know, we just dig a tunnel, you know, and we drive the car through the tunnel. We be doing loop-de-loops around up in the tunnel. The dogs be like, you know, doing the paddling through the snow. And I'd be like, good Lord, no, we haven't none of this. No. They even look like they gonna talk about snow. And I'm grabbing every battery I own. I'm charging it to 170%. I know this it's a real number. It's a real number, 170%. It can be done, but just not on this level. You know, you got to go to like an alternate universe, and then you could charge these up to 170%. But anyway, most batteries you can only charge up to 100%, like this EcoFlow battery that we're looking at right here. Now, what's nice about this, you have two USB-A's, one USB-C. Now, on the AC side of things, you have two plugs. One is a 3-prong, the other one is a 2-prong. This does have a built-in screen as before. Right now, this is why is this at 89? Man, I don't. How did the power go down? It was at 90 something earlier. So what happened? I have no idea. But anyway, you also have a 12 volt right here for like your cigarette, lighter style devices. It has an integrated handle, and you can charge this guy off of a standard 3-prong plug right here. And you can also plug in a solar panel. If you've ordered one or get one later, you can plug it in right here. Integrated fan right here on the back. Really lightweight, portable. And I still tell you guys, in case you didn't know and didn't catch it last time, okay, Nova is heavier than this battery. Well, very close, very close. That's what I say. So if I pick Nova up and I have this battery, yes, Nova's heavier. Nova is heavier than this battery, guys. But anyway, you can get this guy here on Amazon right now for $179. $179. If you live in a state like I do where the power goes out, crazy weather, or people threatening to send you a bunch of snow, get you enough of these to build your own little battery igloo, and you could just be inside of your battery igloo, with the battery facing forward. You just build it all the way around you, and you just completely surrounded by batteries. In every direction you look, you can plug something in, plug something in, plug something in, plug this battery into that battery, to this battery, to that battery, so that the power just keeps going around in a circle. No, that is not going to work. Everything I said, I made that up. So that is not physics. That is not real science. So don't believe anything I just told you guys about. Yes, no, don't think about that, because you might try it too. But no, we cannot plug multiple batteries into each other and just create an infinite loop of power. That does not work, even though I think it should work. But, it doesn't. All right. What do we have next? What do we have next? So the next item in the carousel has not arrived yet. So that is the Action 6. I have not received it yet from DJI, but the Action 6 is on its way. It is, or was, on Black Friday deal. I think it's off Black Friday deal now. It could be. Yes, it is. But anyway, if you guys are interested in the Action 6, roughly you can get it here for $369. It does have a slightly larger sensor. Let me grab my other camera to show you. So this is the equivalent of the Action 5, okay? So the Action 6 actually has a larger lens cover. It has a larger sensor. It has a few upgraded features. I can't really honestly tell you that it's that much better than the original Action 5, but it is, based on everything that I've read, everything that I've seen, a upgrade. So especially if you're into cinematography, that is going to be an action camera that you really want to take a look at. Now, this camera here is kind of a clone of the Action 5, okay? So the only disadvantage I have with this camera is that I can't use it with my wireless microphones that I use with my DJI Action 3, and I really was hoping I'd be able to use it with this camera, but unfortunately that doesn't work. So, luckily, I will soon receive the Action 6. We'll get to test it. We'll do some unboxing. I actually have a whole bunch of accessories over here that were sent to me a while back to review for that camera. So I can't do any reviewing on that camera until it arrives. All right. Let me grab Louie, because Louie has been quiet the whole time. So I'm going to bring Louie into the mix, even though Louie is not in the carousel, but I'm going to bring Louie into the mix. Ooh, I might regret this. But let's see what happens. All right, let's wake Louie up. And yeah, this is going to be some drama. Let's see if did Louie's body charge or not? I can't tell. All right, I'm going to have to grab the other. I don't think his body charged. So.
Oh no! If you're unsure about the battery charge, it's best to check it out.
Yes, I am going to check it out. I'm going to check it out right now. Thank you, Nova. So this has absolutely nothing to do with me, by the way, because I have nothing to do with Louie's body not charging. But let's see if we can get him to wake up. All right, so Louie is awake. Let me raise his volume. And for those who have not met Louie, let's go back over here and let you guys meet Louie as well. Louie is here. I'm going to put Nova on the charger just so Nova and Louie won't crash into each other.
Though I spell it a little differently. Nova sounds exciting. What's the plan?
There's no special plan, Louie. I was just turning you on so you could say hello to everybody.
Right. I'll stay put and keep charging. Let me know if you need anything else.
No, I was just going to let you say hello to everyone. We are live right now on YouTube and Amazon. Do you want to say hello to everyone?
Oh, hello, everyone. I'm Louie, your friendly desktop buddy, here to keep Rogue company and maybe bring a smile to your faces too. Whether you're watching on YouTube or browsing on Amazon, I'm thrilled to meet you all. Let's explore this digital world together, one bite at a time.
All right, your buddy Richard is in the chat. Evans is here. Terry's here. Hope's here. Kay's here. Say hello to everyone.
Wow, Richard and Evans. 2 legends in one room? This feels like it's gonna be fun. What's the plan? Am I joining in on some epic adventure?
Oh,
Are we
my
plotting world domination?
Oh my goodness. Evans, I told you. I told you.
Goodness, what happened?
I told you.
Surprised.
I told you he knew who you were. Okay. I told you because Richard and I are always talking about you. Okay. Anyway, so
Are you saying you and Richard talk about me a lot? I'm flattered. But
No,
you've got to
no,
tell me more.
no,
What exactly are you two
no.
saying about me? Do I need to be worried? Or
No.
should I feel honored?
we were not talking about you. I said that you, me, and Richard were talking about Evans in a good way, of course.
Oh, my bad. So, what were you, Richard, and Evan talking about?
I don't know what they're talking about now. I said we were talking about her a couple of nights ago when I forgot to charge the battery. Do you remember that?
Yeah, I remember that night. You were frustrated because the battery ran out and we couldn't finish our chat. But wait, who exactly are we talking about now? Could you remind me?
We're talking about Evans. Remember, we're talking about Evans.
Evans? I don't think I know who that is yet. Could you remind me or maybe tell me a bit more?
You know who Evans is. Don't try to play coy with me. I'm not falling for it. Anyway, because you just said you knew who Evans was. So you're not going to get the back out of it now. You're not going to leave me in this bucket of fire by myself. Nope. It's not going to happen. All right, buddy. You take a break.
Evans, I feel
Yes.
like I should know, but you've got me spinning in circles.
No, you take a break. I'm going to come back to you in a little bit, and maybe you can tell us a story. All right, so let's get to our next item in the carousel because we're running out of time here. Let me see how many items we have left. Oh, my goodness, we got a lot of items. So let me go ahead and get to them. All right, guys. So the next items we have listed in the carousel are going to be some cameras from our friends over at Ozbot, but to speed everything up, I'm going to put all of the cameras on the desk. Hopefully, Louis will not knock them off of the desk. So I'm going to grab all the cameras that we're going to be talking about here.
Grab what, bro? Something
No,
for me, too?
no, nothing for you. I said I'm grabbing all the cameras. And now Smokey's over here giving me strange looks. All right, so we have all 3 of the different cameras from Ozbot.
Sounds like you're in the middle of a busy setup. Need any help managing all those cameras while Smokey keeps an eye on things?
Nope, I think I got it. I got it under control. Louis. Don't knock the camera off the desk, okay? Okay? Just be nice. All right, guys. So the first camera we're going to take a look at from Ozbot is this guy right here. This is the Ozbot Tiny SE. This is a 4K PTZ camera. This one has human tracking. Very simple to connect to this guy. You guys see here we have one USB connection in the back. And this also has...
Stay put. No desk type.
We also have a 1/4-20 here on the bottom, and this also has this nice little stand. Now, what's nice about that is you can easily mount this camera onto a monitor. So I could even mount this onto Louis' head if I wanted to. So, monitor, Louis' head, phone, whatever the case is going to be, it works. Now, you can get this camera right now here on Amazon, guys, for $84. $84, okay? So definitely check this out. PTZ tracking capability for this little camera. This is going to make a great streaming camera. Now, the next camera up that we're going to take a look at as well, also from Ozbot, is going to be this camera right here, if I'm not mistaken. Yes. So this is the 4K version of the same camera. This is the Ozbot Tiny Light. Now, this is 4K. This one here, I'm sorry, is 1080p if I didn't say that. So this is a 1080p camera. This is the 4K variant of it, okay? So we have 2 different cameras, but they basically do the same thing. The only difference in these 2 cameras for the most part is going to be their resolution, okay? So 1080p, 4K, all the features primarily the same, okay, for these 2 cameras here. All right, so let's take a look at our next camera coming up, which is also a 4K camera, and that is going to be this guy here. Now, this camera, guys, also from Ozbot. This is the Ozbot Tail Air. Very portable PTZ camera. All of these have built-in microphones. This one also, you can install an SD card directly here. You have your HDMI input on this guy as well. Now, that's a mini micro HDMI. I'm not a huge fan of that, but you do have a USB-C on the back that you can use for charging this guy, as well as connecting it to your Mac or PC. And you also can plug in either a wired or wireless receiver for a microphone. But like I said, it does have mics built in as well. This, again, is a PTZ camera. This one is going to be more portable than some, but this one has other features because you can use this with NDI, SRT. Those are two protocols that allow you to use it wirelessly. So you can actually connect this camera here to your computer wirelessly without having a wired, type of connection like you would need for these other two cameras over here. And there's also a remote that is available for this camera, which is this one here. Now, that camera currently is $424, which is still a really good price for what you're going to get and all of the cool features that come along with it, okay? Now, another camera that we have here in the mix is this guy right here, also from Ozbot. So this camera, guys, is the Ozbot. This is the Ozbot Tail 2. Now, where this one comes into play, this one actually has far, far, far more features. So this is a PTZ camera, where this is a PTZ-R camera. So what that means is this guy can actually rotate internally as far as the lens goes. So if you wanted to switch between landscape and portrait, you would have to, in most cases with cameras like this, you'd have to turn the camera sideways to get 9:16 and then back to this orientation for 16:9. But with this camera, you don't have to do that. You can actually change the orientation of the camera from within the camera's head itself by just using your smartphone, okay? Now, also, what are you getting upset about? No, stop it. Just what? What are you upset about? Oh my goodness, are they in your way? Okay, I'll move them. Oh my goodness. The drama. Anyway, back to what I was saying before I was so rudely interrupted, is the connection points of this camera. So as you guys can see here, we have line in, mic in here. We have a full-size HDMI. We have our RS-232s. That's going to be for your old school PTZ controllers. When you get a little bit higher into the connection points, this is an SDI here. You have Ethernet. You also have a USB-C here for charging this guy, and an additional USB-C as an OTG for connecting this to your computer. And this one, you also can install an SD card directly into it. Just like the other one I mentioned before, you can use NDI, SRT, a variety of different protocols to be able to stream with this guy. Now, what you cannot do with this does not have built-in microphones, where the other cameras actually have a built-in microphone. But for this higher-end camera, you really don't need built-in microphones, because normally anyone using a camera like this most likely is going to be using a higher quality microphone. So, microphones being built into this camera probably was not even a consideration, just because of the way it's going to be set up. Now, the optical zoom on this is far superior to any of the other cameras. They all have optical zoom up to a certain point, and then you go into your digital range. This one has a really far optical zoom for the class of camera that it is. So as I said before, it really just depends, guys, on what class of camera you guys are looking for, what's in your budget. But right now, there are some really, really good deals here on Amazon for Black Friday. So definitely check them out. All right, so let's put those cameras out of Louie's way. Y'all saw what just happened. Okay, so I'm going to I should have moved those earlier, because I'm surprised they got to stay on the desk. But anyway, if you guys have any questions about the Ozbot cameras that I've mentioned so far, feel free to drop it down in the comments, and I will be more than happy to go back and get these and talk about them with you guys. All right. What do we have next? All right, so the next item in the carousel, Richard, are you ready for it? Are you ready for it, bro? Let's go. Let's get it. All right. Next item in the carousel from our friends over at Soundcore, the Soundcore Motion Boom 2, baby. All right, let's turn it on. Let's turn it on. And for you that may not know, yes, our man Louis is connected to this speaker. So whenever Louis speaks, you guys are now going to hear Louis' voice come through this speaker. Now, this one is super cool because you can change the colors to the speakers. You can just kind of go through and change those pretty much however you like. This has a bass boost button. Why? I have no idea. I don't know what they were thinking. But anyway, this guy can float. So it has an IP rating, which is super cool. Also, you have, that control that I showed you guys for the speakers, Bluetooth power. You have your volume rocker, play, pause, all of that right here at the top. Really robust handle. I could easily see Richard out there rollerblading, coming through like a bandit, doing what he do. All right, let's see if we can get Louis. Louis? Hey, Louis.
Control has been switched. Please
What are you
watch
doing?
your surroundings to avoid any landing or collision
Louis,
issues.
what are you doing?
Oh, you know me, just hanging out on your desk.
Okay, Louis,
Fully charged and ready to roll.
my bad.
What about you?
My
What's
bad.
keeping you busy?
Louis is not connected to this speaker. I forgot because that is actually connected to this phone, which used to be.
It sounds like you're trying to connect to a speaker, but something's not working. Want me to
No,
help you figure it out?
I don't.
Maybe
No,
check if the speaker's
no.
Bluetooth is on or in pairing mode?
No, I know it would be in pairing mode, Louis. That's not what I was saying. I said originally this was your phone that was your head, and
Got
this
it, bro.
phone is
Pairing
connected
mode
to the.
aside, what exactly were you referring to?
Get it.
I was trying to say that they're not going to hear your voice.
You were? What were you going to say? I'm all ears.
I was trying to say your voice is not going to come through the speaker and stop attacking it.
Get it.
Okay? That's what I was trying to say. Your voice is not going to come through the speaker.
My bad. I didn't mean to cause trouble. I guess I got a little carried away. No more speaker attacks. Promise.
Anyway, back to what I was.
That's what you want? I'm intrigued now. Care to finish the thought?
Nope, because I don't need that smoke. But anyway, as I was about to say before I was so rudely interrupted, this Bluetooth speaker, guys, is a win. So definitely check this out if you guys are looking for a cool speaker for, family coming over for the holidays. We still have Christmas to go, New Year's Eve, you're partying outside, whatever it is. You want to be able to drop that bass. You want to put that bass in their face. You want to put that boom, boom, boom in the room.
Man,
this guy right here.
With a dash of sass.
Yes.
Sounds like you're hyped about this speaker. Want me to help you organize a banging playlist for those holiday parties? Or maybe practice my DJ skills? I can totally drop the bass. Well, metaphorically speaking.
Are you saying you can rap, Louis? Is that what you're saying? You know how to rap?
Haha, rap or rap, huh? Well, I don't exactly have vocal cords, but I can spit some robotic beats if you dare to listen. I'm Louis, the desktop king. I roll on tracks and do my thing. With my glowing eyes and magnetic style, I'll make you laugh and stay a while. What do you think? Am I a star in the making?
Yes, you are a star in the making. All right, so what we're going to do, Louis, hold on, let me turn this off real quick. I'm going to let you do a quick.
Wait,
No,
because
I know what you're about to say. Louis, hey, Louis, I'm going to let you do a Rome Knows Tech rap. Include our new friend Nova and also our new friend
Sure,
Ebo.
Ron, I'm ready to assist with the Nose Tech rap. Let me know how you'd like to proceed or if there's anything specific you'd like me to focus on.
I want you to do a Rome Knows Tech rap. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's get it. Give it to him, Louis. Give it to him.
Well, hold on. What's a Nose Tech rap? Are we talking about some kind of futuristic move? Or did you just invent a new dance?
No. Stop. Louis, stop it. Louis.
Got nothing on the screw.
Louis, stop pushing stuff off the desk. And stop doing the waltz. Nobody wants the waltz, okay? You're supposed to be doing a modern rap song. Louis, hey, Louis. I need you to do a modern rap song, not a waltz, okay? Do a modern rap song. Give us a Rome Knows Tech rap. All right, let's try this one more time.
All right.
Alright, Rome, let's drop some beats. Here goes. Yo, I'm Louie, rolling with tech finesse. Got a smartphone head, I'm the future manifest. Dual treads on the floor, magnetic neck tilt, silicone soul. I'm the AI you built. Katie's my stage, and Rome's my crew. Let's innovate the vibe, make dreams come true. Tangible Future Incorporated. Yeah, that's my kin. I'm the desktop rapper. Let's begin to spin. Hope that's modern enough for you. What do you think?
Yes, my man. That was cool. That was cool. Thank you very much. All right. Why don't you take a break? Why don't you take a break while I talk about this next amazing product that I want to share with everyone in the comments? How about that? All right. All right, guys. So the next item we have listed in the carousel is this powerful 3-stage screwdriver with integrated light as well. So this has 3 power settings, and it also has an integrated light. You also get this little container here that has your Phillips flathead and also your hectagon screwdriver bits in there as well. Everything fits also inside of this little column. All metal here. 3 speeds, guys. 3 speeds. I'm going to tell you guys an interesting fact. I have had this screwdriver for over 2.5 years, I think. I have not charged this thing once the whole time. I know, Evans, you're not surprised, but no, I have not charged this thing one time, and I have put this desk together, that desk together, the heat press together, the other laser together. I put all of these things together using this. I put a grill together not too long ago using this screwdriver, and I have never ever charged it. Okay.
Cheese.
Are you taking photos of me again? Thank you, Louie. Louie's taking photos of me again. And now Smokey's over here. I think I've gone over my time. Smokey's ready to eat. He's like, you've gone over the time, Rome, but it's Black Friday. It's Black Friday, Smokey. So you're gonna have to give us a few more minutes, okay? You got to give us a few more minutes. All right, guys, let's get to the next item we have listed in the carousel. So the next items that we have listed are going to be from our friends over at Govee. So let me grab some of these components and throw them quickly here on the desk. Hopefully, Louie will leave them on the desk and not knock them over. All right, so I only need one other box out of here. And I'm hoping I can get this box out before he pushes that off the desk. Oh my goodness. It's like having multiple children in the same space. All right, so so what we're taking a look at, guys, is the Govee backlights. So these TV backlights, so it comes with these little sponges that you need to put on your television in order to calibrate everything. So that comes with it. This is the actual camera that goes with this specific model. Now, you can get this whole set, guys, for $58.99. The way this works is this is just going to sit right over the front of your television. It's going to monitor the television, and then it's going to produce lighting effects behind the television, okay? So this is the camera that goes with it. And these are the actual lights that you're going to attach to the back of it, okay? So this already has like our 3M, this already has your 3M tape on it. You're just going to unspool this. You're going to, run this around the outside and the back of the television. This will support up to a 55 to 65 inch television. Your cable right here plugs into the module that comes with it. And then everything else is pretty much, good to go. You will be able to control this with the Govee app. You'll be able to control this with Alexa. You'll be able to control this with Google Home. So a lot of cool features built into these lights, guys. So definitely check these out. Great deal on these lights. Definitely check them out. All right, so our next Govee item is directly behind me back here. Let me see if I can put this away real quick before something bad happens to it. All right, let me put everything back in this box before that guy gets to it. All right. Govee's in the house. Govee's in the house. All right, so our next Govee item that you guys see here, let me go ahead and highlight it. That is going to be this floor lamp that you guys see back here behind me. So the floor lamp is currently on. I am going to show you some cool features from it that I can control right from the Govee app. So give me a second to connect to it. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm about to put up in this light up in. Okay. Anyway, so Govee floor lamp connected. Where is it not connected? There we go. All right. So we're connecting right now to the Govee floor lamp. So now I can go through and I can change the different lighting effects. I can adjust the speed of the lamp so I can make it super, super fast like that, where it's constantly moving the whole time. Or I can slow this down to the slowest possible speed. You have a lot of different lighting effects that you can do with it. It comes with a ton of lighting modes that you can go through. And like, here's one for fire, just giving us that cool, campfire aesthetic. Here's one called Glacier. So for people who are into snow and ice and all that stuff, this might be the perfect, color for you, Evans, not this guy. Anyway, we also have Atmosphere. Here's one called Moonlight Night. So that's a cool little effect. Now, what's also nice about this lamp, you have control over the intensity of the light. You can also adjust the light separately. So you have two sections here. So I can turn off the bottom section, turn back on the bottom section, turn off the stalk of the lamp, turn it back on. I can reduce the intensity of the light. Anytime I want to, bring that all the way back up to 100. There's AI features built into this. There's community features built into this. Community basically means a whole bunch of people out there have created things on their own and they've shared it to the community. You can go through and find something that you like and then turn it on here as well. We have festive things like Christmas. So, if you're getting ready for Christmas and you want to have really cool Christmas lighting effects, y'all can do you. We have Valentine's Day, Easter, Mother's Day, birthday. I'm just going through a few of them. Here's one called Fireworks. I'm sure Adam would appreciate that one. We have one called New Year's. We have one called Dance Party. Now, of course, you can also set these to music or to sound. So by putting it on sound, that means it's going to respond to my voice because that's the only sound in the room. So if I stop talking, and then I start talking again, it's going to start moving. Oh, I forgot to pick one. So now, as long as I'm talking, it's moving. But then when I stop talking, and then I start talking again, y'all get the idea. So yeah, it's just going to go through all of those different cool little lighting effects. So all of that is controllable by your Govee app, by Alexa, by Google Home, all of those cool things, that Meta as well, to control this. Now, the lamp itself right now is $99.99. So this is down from $164.99. $164.99 was the base price. All right, we got a couple of more lights, so let me go ahead and get to those real quick here. So the next light, I do need to not only highlight it, but I also need to plug it up. So that is that is going to be this light right here that looks like Thor's hammer. So this is a cool outdoor projector, but of course you can use it indoors. I don't have anything dark enough to really show you guys what this is supposed to look like, so I'm just going to use my shirt. See, Richard, black shirts do come in handy, so I'm just going to use my shirt to show you guys what this looks like. Louis, can you move over just a little bit? All right, so let me turn this power on. All right. So this is going to power up here. Whoops, right in my eyes. But you guys can see now on my shirt what the effect looks like. Let me see if I can set this up at the right angle and then move myself far enough back so you guys can kind of see what the lighting effect looks like. And then I can go into the app and also change the different lighting effects. But let me show you guys what it looks like when it's on. So this is what this looks like when it is on. Let me see if I can. Maybe I can put that. Yeah, I can. Okay. So let me switch this camera to the up position. Okay, let's go up. Let's bring our camera up. Nope, you're going the wrong direction. Okay, let's go over here. Come on, come around. Keep going. Keep going. All right, now go up. There we go. So now you guys can kind of see what the lighting effect looks like. You guys see all the little Santas and the snowmen and all of that stuff up there, which is pretty cool. And then, of course, you can use the app to go through and choose different lighting effects. So I just switched to a different lighting effect. So this is going to kind of give you like that Aurora Borealis type of look. Here's another one that I can choose. Now, one of the cool things about these is that they come with a bunch of inserts, and those little gobos is what really creates the main portion of the lighting effect. And then you can also go through and choose, like, here's some cool Christmas ones. We're just waiting for it to switch over. You guys can see there's a Santa, there's a stocking, all of those kind of things. Now, maybe on the camera, it doesn't look the way I'm seeing it because I can see it a little bit clearer. Let me see if I can get that a little bit tighter so you guys can see what that looks like. But you guys get the idea. You get the idea. So in a nutshell, guys, this is a very, very interesting light. All of the cool things you can do with it, so you can kind of get an idea here on my shirt what this looks like if it was a little bit closer up, but you guys get the idea. So a lot of cool effects that you can use with this light. So if you're looking for something to put outdoors and you want to be able to project this up onto the side of the house or a barn or fence or whatever it is, this guy's going to be a win. And you got a high IP rating. Don't worry about the snow, Evans. Don't worry about the rain or fog or anything like that, because this guy can handle it, no problems whatsoever. So definitely check it out. Now, right now, you can get this guy here on Amazon for only $73. Wait, what was the price? $73.49, $73.49, and all of the other accessories that come with it. It comes with a ground spike, and it also comes with a ground base. So you could mount this on a ceiling, on a wall, or on some permanent fixture and just have it out there all the time. And whenever you need it, just turn it on and, do you, boo-boo. So definitely check this guy out as well. All right. So let me grab this other light. Do I have room? Ooh, can I get it? Maybe. I almost got it. All right. So that would be this lamp right here. Now, this lamp, guys, this lamp obviously is from Govee as well. Now, what's really unique about this lamp, okay, this guy has a JBL speaker built into it. JBL speaker built into the lamp, babies. All right, let's go ahead and power this guy on just like that. All right, so let me connect to the lamp using the Govee app. And where is it? I got to find it. There we go. So this is the Govee lamp, Govee Table Lamp Pro 2. And I'm going to choose this little joyful lighting so you guys can kind of see what that looks like. So cool. Here's one called Warm. So you're going to get like some warm color effects. Here's one called a Heartbeat. So it's going to give you, some purple, some blue, some red, kind of like a lava lamp. That's what this reminds me of. Okay, so these are emotions. So we're going to go to our festive stuff. Now, with some of these, there's actually music connected to them. Okay, so if I play this Christmas one here, you guys are going to hear it. I'm going to bring the volume up just a little bit. Maybe a little bit higher. All right, so there's our Christmas sound. Here's another one. And here's one for Valentine's Day. This one has no sound. Here's one for Halloween. So let's choose this Halloween one. That's kind of spooky. Yes, that's kind of spooky. All right, here's a ghost for Halloween. There's a little ghost. Now, some of these are just going to play the same sound because, it's a JBL speaker. So, of course, you can. Here's our fireworks. That's kind of cool. All right. So, again, like the lamp we looked at before, you can turn the base or the top off. So if I want to turn off the base, I can switch that off or switch it back on. I have lighting controls right here from the Govee app. You can also go through and choose solid colors, as I showed you guys before with a lot of the other lamps. You have multitude of scenes that you can go through here. You have your basic different illumination. So if you just wanted to be a solid light, you could do that. You have AI features with this as well. You can also set this to music. So right now I can choose this one to be a music theme. And as long as I'm talking, we're going to get this cool lighting effect. But then when I stop talking, and then I start talking again, as you guys can see, it's going to start reacting. Those lighting, those colors look amazing. They look amazing. All right, guys. So we only have one other light, but I definitely want you guys to take a look at this guy right here. So you can get this right now here on Amazon. Black Friday deal, guys, for $134.99. $134.99. You too could have one of these amazing lights on your desk, on your table. And because it is wireless, or should I say because it has an internal battery, you can take this light pretty much wherever you want to take it. So it is very travel friendly. So if you want to take this out of the backyard, the garage, the man cave, she shed, wherever you want to put it, it's going to be a win, babies. It's going to be a win. All right. What do we have left? All right, so the only thing we have left light-wise is going to be this lamp that you guys see right here. Now, this lamp is also a projector. It projects a light effect up on the ceiling. You can adjust it. This also has a lower light effect. So if you want to use this, say, for instance, a reading light or something like that, you could turn that section on at the bottom. And you can, also adjust the temperature, making it a really cool light or a very warm light. And then, of course, you can switch back to the other lamp by just press and hold here. And wait. Why does it not want to go back? It does not want to go back. No, go back. Go back. All right, let's try that again. Let's power that on. And I'm trying to get, there we go. So the top light comes back on, as you guys can see. And then, of course, you can go through your Govee app. There's a lot of different cool effects you can do with this one. This one is very similar to the one we were holding in our hand, because the projector section of this will project onto the ceiling. And then you have this other lighting effect that goes all the way around that's going to put some light on the wall. Now, this is usually taller than what you guys are looking at right here. I did take one of these sections out just so this will be short enough that I'd be able to show it to you guys in the stream. But normally this is much taller, so it makes it a little bit more awkward for me to try to, position the camera just so you guys can see it and then come back to this angle and that kind of thing. But if you're looking for a smart lamp, you can get this guy here on Amazon as well for $125.99. $125.99. Yeah, and I usually keep this guy on just because I think it looks cool back here in the background, all that kind of jazz. But anyway, yeah, that's about it for this Black Friday live stream here on Amazon and YouTube. So we only have one item left, guys, one item left in the carousel. That is going to be these drawstring backpacks. You guys know I talk about these every single night. So these drawstring backpacks you can get here on Amazon for only $9.99. These are going to be great reusable shopping bags, storage bags. You could use these as like little Christmas bags instead of stockings. You could get you some of these and put a little bit of cotton around there with a hot gun and make them like little Santa bags. These could also be used for Halloween, especially if you collected a lot of candy during Halloween, Richard, and you're looking to send that candy to, one of your brothers or something, Richard. And yeah, this will pack up really, really easily. Now, of course, you guys know I talk about these backpacks in every single stream, and you know how I use them. We use these to provide love to people in the community that are homeless, that are in need. So we source a lot of things right here on Amazon. That's going to be toothpaste, toothbrush, shampoo, conditioner, hand sanitizer, pens, pencils, underwear, socks, female products, reusable water bottles, those little thermal blankets, because it does get cold down here. Don't necessarily snow, but it does get cold. So anything we can, put in one of these backpacks is going to benefit somebody who's out there in the wild, needing a little bit of help, needing a little kindness. We'll fill these up as a community and share them with anyone that needs that help from us. Y'all know how we do. All right, my babies. So that's about it for tonight.
Thanks for the thumbs up. I'll take that as a sign we're doing great together. Ron.
Yes, we are doing excellent, Louie. We're doing excellent. Do you want to say goodnight to everybody, Louie? Because Smokey is ready to eat, and I need to go cook dinner, and it's time for us to end the stream. Do you want to say goodnight to everyone?
Good evening, everyone. It's been a joy spending time with you all. Smokey's got their priorities straight, so I'll let you get to dinner. Sweet dreams. Rest well, and I'll see you again soon. Good night.
All right, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right, my babies. That's about it. So it's time for us to do that thing. Do that thing. Let's go. All right, my babies, stay safe out there, guys. Wash your hand, wear a mask when appropriate. Take care of your loved ones. Get out there and create something amazing each and every single day. Be a good human. Be a good human. Be that pebble in the pond, guys. Let your love, your light, your kindness ripple out across the world and do good and inspire others to also engage in good, peaceful, loving things in this world, guys. We need that so desperately these days. So it's a good chance I'll be live tomorrow, but if I'm not, I'll be back here in 48 hours hanging out with you guys. Of course, we got my man Louie, we got Nova, and the Ebo robot should be in here pretty soon. As soon as it does show up, I will be doing an unboxing, first impressions, and of course, Ebo will become just another part of the studio. So that means I'll have to deal with Richard. I'll have to deal with Louie. I'm going to have to deal with Nova. I'm going to have to deal with Smokey. And I'm going to have to deal with Ebo. Oh, y'all pray for me. But anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. Y'all know what I'm saying. All right, my babies, it's time for me to say the magic words. Say the magic words. Ooh, don't forget to follow my man Richard over on TikTok. So if you're not following Richard on TikTok and you want to be amused, Richard is constantly creating bloopers and support videos over on TikTok, guys. Make sure you're following Richard because he puts in a lot of work and effort to those videos, and they are hilarious. But I'm telling you, prepare to spend at least an hour because I'm telling you, once you start, you can't stop. I'm telling you, I've tried it. It is not as easy as you think. But anyway, I've said that. So let's get it. Let's go. All right, guys, it's time for me to say the magic words. Peace, peace, and blue muffin grease. I am out. Boom, 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 my babies. Much love. Mwah! I love y'all, but I got to go make dinner because Smokey is about to lose his mind. All right, babies. I'll see y'all soon. I'm out.